Hi, BrenTech here, where tech is made simple. So Firefox version 151 has just been released a short while ago today on the 19th of May 2026. And this is now our latest version upgrade. So to check we have this latest release, we head to our main menu, Help, About Firefox, version in bold 151.0. Now, there's quite a bit going on in this update, and just to focus on the security patches first, we get 32 vulnerabilities that have been patched, 6 of which are high impact, and high impact is rated just below critical, so nonetheless still an important security update. And the high impact are listed as sandbox escape in Firefox, incorrect boundary conditions in audio and or video, use after free, same origin policy bypass, and there's 2 for memory safety bugs fixed in Firefox 151. So 32 vulnerabilities patched, 6 high impact. Now focusing on what's new. First of all, Firefox Home, the new tab page, now has a fresh new look and feel. Now, this is actually launching between version 151 and 152, so you may or may not see the new layout. But if I head over to Firefox Nightly, this is what I'm referring to. This is what the new look and feel will look like. You can see the logos here to the top left, and you can obviously add your news feed and your shortcuts and everything. So I'm not seeing that change yet in the stable, so I obviously will get it with another 152 update. And Mozilla says the layout and design will enable upcoming features from widgets to shortcut improvements, as mentioned, launching between 151 and 152. And if we click on the pencil icon here at the bottom, we can actually see that that's also been changed. That little tab is now a pull-shaped flyout when you hover over it, customize. And we can see that the toggles, the color has been changed to the, what I would just call the Firefox purple. And we've also got new wallpapers, which are actually posted on earlier today for Kit. They've included and added in some new wallpapers for Kit. Now, I don't know why they're saying that rolled out with 151. That I noticed when I was still on 150 earlier today. But nonetheless, that is listed as a new feature. And yeah, we can see there's a bit of a redesign here for widgets where they've given you a toggle for all of the widgets. Or if you click on the flyout, you can include weather, timer, lists, and so on. So go fiddle with that. But they've made some changes and improvements to the new tab page and the user interface of the new tab page, homepage. Now for the second new feature, we're going to head over to our new private window, our private browsing mode, with Mozilla saying it now allows you to clear all data from a current session without closing the entire window. So when you select the End Private Session button, which will be a fire icon here to the right in the toolbar. Now, before posting, it was there, and now it's not there when I want to show you in the video. So I'm just going to quickly head over to an image provided from the announcement, the new fire button to the right of the URL bar. Firefox will ask you to confirm to clear your session. Once confirmed, it will wipe all your private browsing data and open a fresh new private browsing mode session for you. So that's just probably what happened in my case. That's why I'm not seeing the button. But nonetheless, this will give you a general idea. Now the third improvement is Firefox now strengthens, Mozilla says, protection against fingerprinting in standard enhanced tracking protection, saying that it makes it harder now for websites to track you across sites by limiting the amount of information revealed about your device and browser. So that's a nice move taking place under the hood. And for the next, I'm just going to use an image provided from the announcement. You can now merge multiple PDFs directly in the Firefox PDF viewer. So if you are using the PDF viewer, that's a step in the right direction. And the translations page is now accessible through the More Tools section of the application menu, which I do think is a nice move. Previously, you had to type into the address bar about : translations. Now, if you head to your main menu, More Tools, you'll see Translate. And that pops up the Firefox translations now. So I also think that's a nice move in the right direction. Then just to mention a couple, local Firefox profile backups are now available on Linux in addition to Windows, and you can restore them across platforms. On macOS, URLs copied from iOS devices using Apple's Universal Clipboard now paste correctly in Firefox. And then on macOS, once again, drop-down menus on web pages now use the native macOS menu style, matching the look and behavior of the rest of the system. So I think that's a nice user interface tweak if you are using the browser on macOS. And address autofill, according to Mozilla, is now enabled for users in the Netherlands. And then just to mention 3 fixes. Mozilla has fixed incorrect screen resolution reporting to websites in multi-monitor setups. They fixed an issue on macOS where maximized Firefox windows could reopen on the wrong monitor after relaunching in multi-monitor setups, and improved color management for copied and pasted images on macOS. So quite a lot going on in 151 for macOS users. And then there are 3 changes worth mentioning. The search bar in Firefox settings, about preferences, is now larger and spans the full width of the settings content, as we can see, to the same length as the settings content with the width, making it easier to find options. And I think that's a small yet significant little change. Nice to see. Next up, Mozilla says extensions and themes installed in a Firefox desktop profile directly will be restored successfully after the profile directory is moved or restored to a different location or a different operating system. And then the third change, which is worthwhile to mention, geolocation on Windows now respects the user's Windows location permission setting instead of overriding it when the user grants location permission to a page. Firefox now will ask you to enable the Windows permission if it is needed. So a couple of improvements there in regards to 3 changes rolling out. And then the last one, just to mention for the purpose of this video, which is on a progressive rollout, local network access restrictions are now rolling out to all users. Firefox requires websites to request permission before connecting to devices on your local network or to apps and services on your device. Previously, this protection was limited to users with enhanced tracking protection set to strict. So I actually think that's another small yet significant change. Just remember, it's on a progressive rollout. So guys, that's more or less what's new in Firefox version 151, which is the latest release, which rolled out a short while ago today on May 19. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.